Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Brian here for another movie review video. I got about 15 titles here to share with you guys. Some of them are just rewatches, some are first time watches, so let's just dive right on in. First one here I got is from 1974 called Deranged. This is a Kino Lorber title. This is about this is based on the true story of Ed Gein, who would just kill women and use their skin and bones and whatnot for household items. Really, really bizarre and really shocking. It was really good. I really enjoyed this film. I mean, it is pretty messed up, but Robert Blossom plays Ezra, who is really Ed Gein, but they wanted to change the name, I guess. Very bizarre movie though. Really enjoyed it though. See some digital stills there on the back. Yeah, it's really crazy, but there's no inside artwork or anything. It's just the regular, Kino disc. But if you guys really like messed up movies, I recommend Deranged. Next up is a Scorpion releasing title here called Island Claws. It's a creature feature from 1980, starring Robert Lansing and Barry Nelson. This is like a sci-fi type movie, basically. It's being on a remote island in a tropical paradise for vacationers. Marine biologists are also on the island using it as a base for their studies on global food shortages. Something goes wrong in the lab and a chemical seeps in the ocean, causing unthinkable to happen. You get these big crabs running around, killing people. It's very fun. Cheesy, of course. I recommend it if you guys like cheesy creature features. The next one here is a rewatch. We have Ouija, how do you guys say it? Origin of Evil. This is the second movie in the, I don't want to say it's a franchise because there's only 2 films right now. This one being the better one of the 2. It takes place in 1967 in Los Angeles. Widowed mother and her 2 daughters add a new stunt to bolster their seance scam business and unwittingly invite authentic evil into their home. This is really linked to the Insidious franchise, but I'm not going to go into it. But if you guys seen it, you know what I mean. So we got Ouija, Origin of Evil. This one, I bought this like a long time ago, and I finally got around to watching it. This is loosely based on the Korean film Tale of Two Sisters, and that is The Uninvited. This is the American version. This is like when the height of when they were taking Asian films and remaking them into Americanized. I'm sure the original is better, but I haven't seen that one yet. Basically, this is about following the suspicious death of their mother, sisters Anna and Alex became entangled in a deadly battle of wills when their father becomes engaged to Rachel, their mother's former caretaker. 2 sisters investigate Rachel's questionable past. They are confronted with ghostly visions, terrifying nightmares, and deadly consequences, all leading to an ending so shocking it will send chills down your spine. Well, kind of. I mean, you could see it coming, but there is a major twist, and I didn't see that coming, but yeah. I recommend it if you guys like PG-13 ghost movies. Okay, I've been talking about this movie for a little while now. This is a Scream Factory original release called Our House, based on the original Ghost in the Machine, which I recently purchased the DVD, but I haven't watched it yet. So 90 minutes. It's about these kids' parents die in a car accident. Ethan is the oldest. He leaves college and his girlfriend behind to take care of his younger brother and sister. By day, he juggles the responsibilities of raising two kids. By night, he tinkers in the garage on an invention he hopes will change the world, a machine that can generate wireless electricity. And somehow, he ends up awakening the dead souls that haunt the house. And yeah, really decent film. I wouldn't say I loved it, but I did enjoy it. The ghosts are pretty cool. I guess they're mostly CGI, but still cool. And this one was my April Fool's Day movie watch, and that was Slaughter High with the nice slipcover from Vestron. If you guys have seen this, you know what it's about. Marty, he's the class nerd, if you will. And he thinks they're all his friends, but you know they pull a prank on him, and things go wrong, and he ends up he becomes disfigured. And then 5 years later, he has arranged a special reunion for his high school friends to get his revenge. So it was good. I enjoy this film. It's so sad about the history of this movie, though. The guy that played Marty ended up committing suicide shortly after the movie was made. It was shelved for like 2 years, and it was finally released in '86. So sad. Up next is, of course, everyone's looking forward to this movie. Bus Party to Hell with Tara Reid, Sadie Katz, and those are the only two names that I really recognize. But very strange film, but I enjoyed it overall. I need to get the Blu-ray now, but I got this from when Family Video was on their first way out. But yeah, there's the disc. Tara Reid's only in it for, I think, the first little bit of the movie. And then this creature guy comes around. Yeah, that dude. It was very strange. But if you guys like, you know, cheesy horror films, I definitely recommend it. I got the Dollar Tree special here, and this one's not making the shelf. I didn't hate it, but I didn't care for it either. This is Shadowland. 77 minutes. This is an Scottish, I'm sorry. This is a Scottish film from 2021. Basically, it's about an ambassador and his family are set to attend a function in rural Scotland when they are ambushed by kidnappers. Middle of the dense forest, kidnappers are mysteriously taken out. Soon the ambassador, his family, and his bodyguards find that there is something worse out there and that wants them dead. They end up on an abandoned military base with a crazy old man claiming that the killer is an invisible supernatural creature. And that its only weakness is fluorescent lights. You know, it's kind of like, I don't know. It was cheaply made, but it was effective. I'll give them that, but it's not making my shelf. Next up was a find at Second and Charles, and this is a comedy, horror comedy, if you will, mostly comedy. School Spirit from 1984. I don't totally recognize people by name on the back here, but I did enjoy the music quite a bit by the Gleaming Spires. So this one dude, Billy, finds the girl of, he wants to find the girl of his dreams. Unfortunately, he's speeding down the road and he ends up dying in a head-on collision. But soon he finds how pleasing the afterlife can be as he returns to school as a ghost, making his first stop at the girl's locker room. You know, it's the cheesy early mid-'80s comedy. It was okay. There is no Blu-ray from what I recognize, from what I know, but maybe down the line, I don't know. I'd get it. Yeah, this is a Big Lots special. Play or Die. Lucas and Chloe, two passionate gamers, decide to participate to Paranoia, very exclusive escape game. This is like an escape room movie. It was shot well. Had creepy scenes in it. It's based on the best-selling novel Puzzle. Yeah, it's okay. It's kind of like escape room meets Saw, but not. If you think that's cool, it's not really that cool. But it was okay. But it's not making my shelf. We got a TV movie from '95 called Visitors of the Night with Candace Cameron. This is basically about aliens coming down, abducting Candace Cameron, and she returns back, and she thinks she's only been gone for a little bit, but it's been like 4 hours. This movie starts off as like a drama, really heavy on the drama, and then it gets into the sci-fi stuff later. The aliens are pretty creepy in this movie. They are the Greys, as most films are. They deal with the Greys. I enjoyed it. I'm definitely keeping this one in the collection. We got a rewatch here from producer and writer M. Night Shyamalan. He didn't direct this film, but it is Devil. This is from 2010, PG-13. I saw this in the theater when it came out, I remember. I enjoyed it. I really did. Basically, it's about these 5 people who don't know each other, end up in a elevator, and they're stuck. And one of them is the devil in disguise. And things happen, and yeah. Very good. Very good. I enjoyed it. Highly recommend it if you guys want to check that out. This next one here has 3 different titles. This is a Vinegar Syndrome title. This is a rewatch as well. So it's known as The Dead Come Home. It's known as The House on Tombstone Hill. And then it's also known as Dead Dudes in the House. This is from 1988. Directed by James Riffle. It's about a group of friends who decide to repair and renovate an old house located in the middle of nowhere in hope of turning it into their cool crash pad. But of course it's haunted, and it doesn't help the fact that when they get there, they destroy a grave, which awakens this old lady who wants to kill everybody in the house. Very, very good makeup and effects in this film. Yeah, definitely enjoyed this one, guys. Highly recommend that one. Watched this one last night from, I think it's 2013, I think. Yeah, 2013. This is an Easter horror film called Easter Casket. 80 minutes. Very, very cheesy. There is an Easter bunny in here. He's declaring war on God. He is ridiculously, he thinks he's funny. I find him kind of annoying though, but yeah, he's right there, but he doesn't really look like that in the movie. He's a talking puppet. But you get everything in here. You get blood, gore, naked schoolgirls, naughty nuns, puppets, blasphemy, and the mega pope. Where's he's not even on the cover. No, he's not on the cover. Oh, I mean, no, that's not the guy. But yeah, so this one nun gets sacrificed, and then a whole bunch of crap happens, and yeah, one of the girls I follow, one of the actresses is on here. I follow on Facebook, Janet J. So she's pretty cool. I enjoy her. She's part of the, is it The Mummy and the Monkey? I think is what her show is. I don't remember. But yeah, highly recommend this if you guys like cheesy Easter horror films. And then the last one here, I just watched this morning. This is a family movie from 1993 called Remote, from Full Moon. Starring, the only person I recognize in here really is Jessica Bowman from Joyride. And Stuart Fratkin. He's in a bunch of different movies over the years. He plays one of the robbers. Yeah, one of the robbers in this movie. Basically, it's about this 13-year-old kid, Randy. He loves remote control toys. He creates them, and he gets a little feud with a local bully, and he gets in trouble at school, ends up getting expelled. So his mom threatens to take his remote control toys away. So he decides to run away to his hiding spot with him and his friend. They're not really together. It's just his friend who happens to be a girl. They hang out a lot, play with toys and whatnot. And nobody knows where he is except for her, because she knows where they hang out. And he's in there, and then all of a sudden the three robbers show up, and they're trying to hide from the cops. And he finds that out, so he has some toys with him, so he just, tries to pull little pranks on them to have them run away, but they don't. So, and then, she finds out where he is, so she tries to go down there and find him, and then she finds out that the three robbers are there, and they try to kidnap her, and, chaos happens with the toys and whatnot. Really fun family movie. I definitely recommend it. Remote. Okay, guys, that's everything I've watched over the last 2-ish weeks. Let me know in the comments if you've seen any of these movies and what you thought of them. And if you want to check them out, I recommend them. The only one I don't recommend probably is Shadowland. I mean, it wasn't bad, but it's not making my shelf. Neither is Play or Die. So, thanks for watching, guys. See you probably in a few days.